Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video here with some Steam news and updates. Steam recently released a game that actually had malware in it. It's a game that I doubt literally zero people watching my videos played, but it's still pretty interesting, I guess you could say, that this happened. But thankfully, Valve was pretty swift on it, and they did pull the game. But we'll cover that. Also, you guys may have heard a little game called Tides of Annihilation. It has been getting quite a lot of buzz recently. Want to talk a little bit about that game at the end of this video because that game looks absolutely awesome, and it is exactly the type of game that I think the audience, the general audience in gaming these days wants more of, and it's a stylish action game. Again, we'll talk that in a little bit, but as noted on SteamDB, a game called Pirate Fee released on Steam last week, and it contained malware. Valve have removed the game 2 days ago. Users that played the game have received the following email. Hello, the user. We are contacting you because you recently launched Pirate Fee on Steam. The Steam account of the developer for this game uploaded builds to Steam that contain suspected malware. You played Pirate Fee on Steam while these builds were active, so it's likely that these malicious files launched on your computer. The builds containing the suspected malware have been removed from Steam, but we strongly encourage you to run a full system scan using an antivirus product that you trust or use regularly and inspect your system for unexpected or newly installed software. You may also consider fully reformatting your operating system to ensure that no malicious software remains on your machine. Now, I think a lot of people are of the mindset that how does something like this even end up on Steam in the first place? I honestly could not tell you, but with how many games are released on Steam, it, to me, just based on what I know, would seem nearly impossible to make sure everything would work at a competent level. Like, with the level of releases that are available on Steam, it's insane to think otherwise, that they can check everything and offer everything to be at a... I'm sure they do a decent enough job, but SteamDB does note that Pirate Fee, the game only peaked at 5 concurrent players. So it's just like, how many people were actually affected? But the fact that this happened at all is insanity. It is insanity. And hopefully this doesn't become a regular thing on Steam, because if one domino falls, that's gonna make other people realize, hey, maybe Steam isn't as safeguarded as we think they are, and then others will try to maliciously upload games. I don't know how effective it's gonna be, because anything that even gains a tiny bit of traction, it's immediately gonna get shut down. And again, this game peaked at 5 concurrent players. I guess what you could do to really try to scam some people is try to do one of those knockoff games that, you know, may get attention just based on the fact that it's, you know, kind of ripping off another game, and then try to do some tomfoolery there with some, you know, suspected malware or anything like that. But I would imagine a game that is trying to do something like that would be under a little bit more scrutiny from Valve and Steam than, let's say, a game like Pirate Fee, which just comes out as another shovelware title that peaks at 5 concurrent players. But you know what? That means five people at the very least were affected by it, and that's 5 concurrent players. That could have been 5 people at that point, 4 people at another point. You guys get the idea. I feel like this is a story to bring up just based on the fact it happened. The basis that it happened can open the floodgates for it to continue to happen, and you're just one step away from some actual insanity developing in terms of a bigger title experiencing something like this. But wanted to make note of that. Thankfully, the game has been pulled, and Valve did remove the game. But the game released last week, and Valve removed it on February the 10th, I believe. So the fact is, it was alive on Steam for a while, but it's one of those games that come out, nobody's talking about it. Like, if you actually go through the new releases on Steam, not new and trending, the overall new releases, there's an absurd amount of games, you guys, that are released every day. An absurd amount. It's insane how many games come out, and I just can't imagine, like, how many people are working at Valve. You can't inspect every single game under the sun. I'm sure you look at them for what it's worth, but what if an update comes out? I don't even know. Again, this is way above my pay grade. I don't know the inner machinations of Valve and how they work as a business and as a quality control machine, but you look at Steam, and quality control sometimes I feel like is not at the highest. Then, you know, I think a lot of people would argue it shouldn't be at the highest. You should just let all of these games exist and people will find the games that they want. And if they install a game that has malware on it, well, that's on them. Literally, some people will be of that mindset. I don't think that should be a thing. Like, malware on a game is a little bit extreme, but that's my 2 cents on that. Alright, lastly, I do want to talk some more positive news. Tides of Annihilation, you guys. This was a game that was revealed at State of Play. I feel like Sony, with how they positioned the game, kind of wanted to give the expectation that this was an exclusive or something like that, because I believe they had just showcased, like, PlayStation Studios titles right before Tides of Annihilation. It was, I want to say it was Days Gone Remastered, and then maybe it was, like, some PS Plus news, and then it was Tides of Annihilation, so it was, like, PlayStation centered into Tides of Annihilation. I just remember thinking, I feel like that was done not by accident, but no, it is a multi-plat game. Will be on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation day one. The game itself looks great. Action-oriented single-player title, a fantasy action-adventure inspired by Arthurian legend, uncover the mystery of an otherworldly invasion in a shattered modern London, unleashing hordes of enemies as Gwendolyn fight alongside spectral knights to save your family and piece a broken world back together. The thing is, we got a gameplay trailer. Right off the bat, when I saw the gameplay trailer, I was like, okay, this game looks awesome, but I am a pessimist. When is this game gonna come out? Is this gonna be a 10-year in development game like Lost Soul Aside, which thankfully is now coming out on May 31st, or May 30th, one of those dates, I believe. I think it's the 30th. I believe it's May 30th. But that game was in development for so long. Well, right after, they said that they're targeting 2026, and on top of that, they dropped an 11-minute gameplay demo, so this game is further along than I thought it was, you know, just because I'd rather be pessimistic and then be pleasantly surprised by information like that. The game looks stylish as all hell. Yes, it doesn't hurt that the main character is pleasant to look at. Ultimately, fundamentally, the gameplay is what matters, and it looks like it's a well-made game as well. I swear, like, people making such a big deal, oh my god, it has an attractive main character, it has a well-designed main character. Brothers, I'm sorry that a character-driven action game should have a well-designed main character. That is one of the most important things, I would argue, in a character-driven, a character-driven single-player title, is that you have an appealing design for the main character, which a lot of games seem to forego these days, and it's just like, you gotta look at the gameplay. Well, guess what? You're promoting a character-driven action game, a character-driven game like this, around the main character. It is absolutely crucial that the main character is well-designed. I am already obese, morbidly obese as it is. I don't want to play as a morbidly obese man in the next God of War game. I don't care to play as a morbidly obese Kratos. Don't be doing that. But I digress. It's just, obviously, that's a little bit of a stretch, but you get the idea. I think the game looks great. I think it's going to do incredibly well. And they did a gameplay trailer, right? They did a reveal trailer, I should say, right? How many games these days do we get reveals? Oh my god, here's a Concord Burger trailer. Oh my god, here's Fair Game. What are these games? Nobody knows. Here's Intergalactic. Some space game, no gameplay. What is this? Nobody knows. Tides of Annihilation, you got a gameplay trailer. He got a little bit of a backdrop of the world, and then they dropped 11 minutes of gameplay right after. At this same event, Sony revealed a game called Sorrows, coming from Housemarque, a studio built entirely around their incredible gameplay, but they decided to drop a CG trailer that told us absolutely nothing. Get the F out of here with that nonsense, and I love Housemarque as a studio, but this is how it's done. Look at games like Tides of Annihilation, look at games like Clair Obscur Expedition 33, study how those games were revealed, and anytime a new IP is revealed, they should adopt the model that Tides of Annihilation did and Clair Obscur Expedition 33 did. Obviously, there have been other games. Horizon Zero Dawn from Sony, Returnal, other games like that. They were revealed with insight into what to expect out of the game. The Sorrows game, Intergalactic, garbage as far as these reveal trailers. Tides of Annihilation, on the other hand, I would say as far as a new IP reveal, this is the one that stood out to everybody from State of Play. And it's coming from a brand new studio as well. It's just, I feel like it's pretty simple to figure it out, and when I see it executed, that's how it's done. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Went on a little bit of a tangent there, but Steam game thankfully got pulled after having malware attached to it, and on better news, Tides of Annihilation looks absolutely incredible. Steam page is live right now. Add it to your wish list. it's going to be one that is going to be one to be on the lookout for in 2026. Fingers crossed that it hits that window, but let me know your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.